I'm Eric Zager with this Rock the Capitol Minute. In what can only be described as an increasingly desperate attempt to bring the overheated Fukushima nuclear power plant under control, military helicopters are now flying seawater and dumping over the reactor. We are hearing with only mixed results. That as the first Americans are being evacuated and others are being told to leave the country. In Pennsylvania, it's what you really would expect at this point, a very tepid response from some Democrats over Governor Corbet's proposed $1 billion plus budget cuts to education. Now, the Appropriations Committee hearing started yesterday, and much of it was focused on education and the cuts. This, after a Franklin and Marshall poll just released today, found that 70% of Pennsylvanians oppose Governor Corbet's budget cuts to school districts, and another 67% said thumbs down to cuts to higher education. You have questions, and we have the answers about nuclear power and what is happening in Japan. We have assembled some of the world's leading experts on nuclear power right here on Rock the Capitol. You can learn plenty and you can ask questions. That all starts here live at 5 o'clock Eastern Time on Rock the Capitol. Now, why don't you go out and rock your Capitol? I'm Eric Zager with this Rock the Capitol Minute. No end in sight to Japan's nuclear crisis. At one point, all workers were evacuated from the Fukushima power plant. That after another fire broke out in Reactor 3, sending radiation levels soaring. And as we've seen on national television, helicopters are now flying overhead, trying to dump water on that reactor to cool it down. It's a desperation move. About 150,000 people have been ordered to remain inside their homes. So much for kicking political patronage to the sidelines in Governor Corbet's administration, as he announced yesterday officially that he was tapping Roger Nutt to become the next head of Pennsylvania's Turnpike Commission. Nutt is the father to Corbet's campaign manager. And today, Rock the Capitol's Eric Epstein and Tim Potts of Democracy Rising will testify before a Constitutional Review Subcommittee. And this is where you can help. At the top of our website, there is a petition you can sign to help forge a constitutional convention for Pennsylvania. Thanks for letting me spend about a minute with you today. Now, go out and rock your Capitol.